In a dusty village where the roads cracked under the sun and time seemed to slow down, an old man named Haji Malik, 83 years old, would rise with the call of dawn. He didn't need an alarm clock. His back didn't ache the way others in the village complained it did. His eyes were sharp, his hands steady, and every morning after his prayers, he'd reach into a small cloth pouch and chew on 2 tiny seeds. Nature's miracle, he'd whisper to anyone who asked, holding up those moringa seeds like they were drops of gold. Now, you might be wondering, how can something so small make such a difference? Isn't this just another internet health trend? No, friend, this isn't about trends or hype. This is about rediscovering what many of our ancestors already knew, that the moringa seed, often overshadowed by the more famous leaf, is a natural powerhouse, especially vital for people aged 45 to 90, you see. As we age, the body doesn't work the same. Recovery takes longer, digestion slows, energy dips, and the immune system starts to lag. But moringa seeds don't promise a miracle, they offer support. They provide your body with over 90 nutrients, powerful antioxidants, and nature-designed anti-inflammatory agents that work silently like a gardener tending to an aging tree. If you've been feeling sluggish, stiff, or just not yourself lately, maybe it's time to do what Haji Malik did. Start small, just 1 seed. Chew it after breakfast and let your body listen. The beauty of moringa is not in what it promises, but what it consistently delivers. Gentle balance, quiet energy, and the feeling that your body is finally getting what it has been missing. So, don't switch off now, because what you're about to hear might just become the most life-changing part of your daily routine. Imagine your body as a classic Corelligant, full of character. But it needs a different kind of fuel than it did 20 or 30 years ago. That's the truth most people ignore as they age. After 45, things start to shift. You might wake up stiff, feel bloated for no reason, or get tired after simple tasks. It's not your fault, and it's not laziness. It's biology. Your metabolism slows down, your cells don't regenerate as quickly, and inflammation becomes a hidden enemy. And here's the shocking part: modern food, even the healthy kind, often lacks the dense nutrition your older body desperately needs. This is where moringa seeds come in, not as a replacement for food or medicine, but as a nutritional bridge for your aging body. Think of them as concentrated nature capsules, rich in iron, calcium, potassium, magnesium, and amino acids. But the real magic? It contains powerful plant compounds, like chlorogenic acid and isothiocyanates, that help calm inflammation and improve nutrient absorption. In simpler terms, these compounds allow your body to do more with less. So, if you're eating healthy but still feeling sluggish or gaining weight, maybe it's not about what you're re-eating it's about what your body isn't absorbing. 1 moringa seed a day, taken consistently, can nudge your body into better performance. And if you've tried everything: dieting, supplements, exercise, and nothing's working, perhaps what your body needs isn't more effort, but smarter nourishment. And remember, always start with 1 seed. Observe how your body feels and increase gradually. No extreme diets, no miracle cures, just balance. That's what the body over 45 craves. And it's what these humble seeds quietly deliver. There is a moment that happens to many people in their late 50s or 60s. They sit at the edge of their bed in the morning, rubbing their eyes and thinking, "Why am I so tired already?" Even after a full night's sleep, the body feels drained, the mind foggy. This isn't just about sleep, it's about cellular energy. As we age, our cells slow down in producing the energy molecule ATP. And without enough ATP, you can feel exhausted, weak, and even emotionally drained. Enter moringa seeds. These little warriors, Dante, give you a jolt like caffeine or sugar. They work at the cellular level. Rich in iron and B vitamins, they help the body produce oxygen-carrying red blood cells, improving circulation and energy. But what makes them unique is their effect on mitochondria, the energy factories in your cells. Moringa's plant compounds actually support better mitochondrial function, helping your body create energy more efficiently. Picture this: a retired mechanic in his late 70s, who had to stop gardening because he'd get winded after 10 minutes. After a month of adding 2 crushed moringa seeds to his morning porridge, he's back in the garden, not sprinting, but steady, strong, and smiling. This isn't hype. This is real nourishment doing its job. If you've been relying on coffee, sugary snacks, or energy drinks to stay awake, try this instead. Chew one moringa seed after your breakfast. Give it 2 weeks. Listen to your body. The difference won't be overnight, but it will be real. And if you ever feel the fatigue creeping back in, increase to 2 seeds, but never on an empty stomach. Always with food. Think of moringa as not a stimulant, but a gentle spark that helps reignite the fire your body once had. And that fire, once it returns, makes everything in life feel possible again. Let's talk about a silent frustration that affects millions over 50 blood sugar. It's not just about numbers on a meter. It's about feeling dizzy after meals, constant thirst, blurry vision, or those annoying nighttime bathroom trips. Maybe you've been diagnosed with type 2 diabetes, or you've even warned it's coming. The fear is real, but so is the hope. Because nature, when understood correctly, can support the body's efforts to stabilize. Moringa seeds contain chlorogenic acid and isothiocene, its compounds, shown to improve insulin sensitivity and slow down glucose release into the bloodstream. A well-known 2015 study found that people who consumed moringa seed powder daily had significantly lower fasting blood sugar levels after 3 months. This isn't folklore, it's science. Don't make the mistake of thinking moringa is a cure. It's not. It's a powerful support and assistant to the real hero, your commitment to a healthier lifestyle. So what should you do if you're pre-diabetic or managing type 2? First, talk to your doctor. Then, consider this routine. After your biggest meal, chew one moringa seed. Stay consistent for at least 3 weeks. Measure your energy, digestion, and yes, your sugar readings. You might just find your blood sugar spikes are less severe. But caution. Do not combine high doses of moringa with strong medications without medical advice, as it could amplify their effects. This is why moderation is your friend. Let nature assist, not override. And the best part? You're not waiting for a prescription or shipment. These seeds grow on trees that have fed humans for generations. So, if you're tired of feeling like you're fighting your body every day, maybe it's time to give it something that fights with you. If you've ever sat at the dinner table, hesitant to take another bite because you're afraid of the bloating that might come later, this is for you. Digestive issues after 45 are incredibly common. The body produces less stomach acid, digestion slows, and foods that were once easy to handle suddenly cause discomfort. And if you're popping antacids or digestive enzymes after every meal, you know that's not sustainable. Here's where moringa seeds shine in the most surprising way. Their high fiber content helps bulk up and regulate stool, easing constipation, but it doesn't stop there. They contain bioactive compounds like flavonoids and phenolic acids that soothe the lining of the digestive tract. Imagine these compounds as a gentle coating over an irritated gut, calming, cooling, healing. A woman named Sophia, 67, once described it beautifully. I felt like my stomach finally stopped fighting with me. She started with just half a seed crushed into her yogurt at lunch. Within days, the gas and cramping she dealt with for years started to fade. A 2018 study backs this up. Participants saw a 64% reduction in bloating in just 4 weeks using moringa seed powder. But let's be clear, don't start with 3 seeds hoping for faster results. That's a recipe for nausea or diarrhea. Always begin with 1 after a main meal and wait to see how your body responds. And make it a ritual, not a rescue. The older gut doesn't need more pills, it needs restoration. And that's what moringa seeds offer. Not as a miracle, but as a messenger from a time when food was the first medicine. If you've been carrying discomfort for years and nothing over the counter helps anymore, maybe it's time to try something from under a tree instead of a pharmacy shelf. There's a particular ache that creeps in after 15, not the sharp injury kind, but the dull, persistent kind. It visits your knees when you stand up, whispers in your shoulders when you reach above your head, and settles in your hands when you try to twist open a jar. For many, this discomfort becomes part of daily life, an unwanted companion. But what if that discomfort is actually your body asking for help, not drugs, not surgery, but relief from the silent fire of inflammation? That's exactly where moringa seeds come in. These small seeds contain isothiocyanates, natural compounds that work in the body like a fire extinguisher against chronic inflammation. They block the pro-inflammatory molecules like cytokines that cause swelling, stiffness, and pain in the joints. A man named Ramat, age 72, once told his doctor, "I feel like oil has been poured into my rusted knees." He's talking about the results after 1 month of consistently taking 2 crushed moringa seeds with his lunch. But don't be mistaken, this isn't instant pain relief like a pill. This is slow healing from the inside. The seeds work best when combined with light movement, a daily walk, gentle stretches, or even just standing more often. If your joints have started creaking or you've been diagnosed with early arthritis, start with 1 seed daily and gradually increase to 2, always taken after food. And if you're taking blood thinners or arthritis medication, be sure to ask your doctor first. Your body doesn't need to live in pain just because it's aging. It needs the right support. Let these seeds be that quiet support system for your joints, consistent, natural, and deeply nourishing. You've seen the ads? Detox teas, juice cleanses, expensive kits, promising to flush your liver overnight. But let S get real, your liver isn't a sponge you can squeeze clean in a weekend. It's a hard-working organ, quietly filtering your blood, breaking down toxins, and processing fats every single day. And as we age, especially past 50, that liver gets tired. Years of medications, processed foods, and environmental toxins wear it down. Moringa seeds offer something no trendy cleanse can. Real, scientifically supported nourishment for your liver's natural detox process. They're rich in flavonoids, vitamin C, and plant-based antioxidants that protect liver cells from damage and help boost glutathione, powerful antioxidant your liver produces to neutralize toxins. A 2020 study showed that moringa seed extract increased glutathione levels and reduced fat buildup in the liver. Now, let's be honest, this isn't a magic fix. But if you've been feeling sluggish, experiencing poor digestion, or seeing elevated liver enzymes in your medical reports, moringa seeds may offer steady support. One woman, a retired nurse named Layla, shared her routine. 1 seed every morning with a warm cup of water and lemon. Not a detox, a daily ritual. Within weeks, she felt lighter, clearer, and more regular. That's what real detox feels like. Not a dramatic purge, but gradual balance. If you want to support your liver, don't chase fads. Support it like an old friend every day, gently, consistently. Just remember to avoid high doses and always consult your physician if you're on liver medication. Moderation and patience are your best allies. Too often, heart health is discussed with fear heart attacks, blocked arteries, silent killers. But let's shift the conversation. Let's talk about support, about prevention, and about food as quiet medicine. After 45, the heart needs more than love. It needs nutrients that keep the blood flowing freely and the arteries strong. Moringa seeds may look small, but inside they carry compounds that help regulate cholesterol, especially LDL, the so-called bad cholesterol that clogs arteries. They also support HDL, the good cholesterol that sweeps the bad stuff away. Think of them as janitors for your bloodstream. But it's not just about cholesterol. These seeds also have anti-inflammatory effects that calm the very lining of your blood vessels, reducing the risk of plaque formation. A study in the journal Lipids and Health and Disease found that people who took moringa seed powder for 3 months saw lower LDL, lower triglycerides, and higher HDL levels. Powerful, right? But it doesn't mean you should stop your medication. This isn't about replacing. It's about reinforcing. One retired factory worker named Bashir said, "I just wanted to dance at my granddaughter's wedding without worrying about chest pain." He began adding 2 crushed seeds into his dinner and walked 30 minutes daily. 6 months later, he danced grinning ear to ear. So, what can you do if you're managing heart health? First, don't skip your doctor visits, and add moringa seeds in small doses after meals, and move just a little every day. That's how you build a stronger heart, not through panic, but through partnership with your body and a seed that has fed generations before you. Look in the mirror. Do you recognize that face? Maybe the skin feels dull, dry, or tired. Maybe you see lines that weren't there 5 years ago. It's not vanity. It's the human desire to feel alive, to look how we feel inside. As we age, our skin changes because our body slows collagen production, holds less water, and becomes more vulnerable to oxidative stress. That's why creams alone aren't enough. They treat the surface, but moringa seeds, they nourish from within. These seeds are loaded with vitamin A, C, zinc, and rare plant hormones called cytokinins compounds that promote skin cell regeneration and delay cell aging. Vitamin A boosts collagen. Vitamin C protects against UV damage. And cytokinins, they're like a refresh button for your skin cells. But the secret weapon? Moringa seed oil. Applied topically, it hydrates, smooths, and improves elasticity. A study in 2020 found that participants who applied moringa oil for 8 weeks showed noticeable improvement in hydration and fewer fine lines. Real people, real skin, real results. If you're 60 and tired of dry skin, try this. Chew 1 seed a day, and at night, gently dab a drop of cold-pressed moringa oil under your eyes or across your cheeks. This isn't makeup, it's nourishment. And remember, true beauty doesn't come from a bottle, it comes from taking care of the body, inside and out. Give your skin the food it's been starving for, and watch it thank you with glow, softness, and strength. Let's speak honestly. As men age, things change, energy dips, focus fades, even drive and confidence can take a hit. It's not weakness, it's biology. Testosterone levels begin to decline gradually after 40. And that can lead to fatigue, reduced muscle mass, low motivation, and yes, changes in intimacy. But here says the truth most men aren't. T told you don't need expensive supplements or risky hormone treatments to support your body. Sometimes it starts with food. Moringa seeds contain zinc and magnesium, 2 essential minerals that play a key role in supporting natural testosterone production. But they also contain compounds that reduce oxidative stress in the testes glands responsible for producing male hormones. In simple terms, they protect and support the factory, not just boost the product. A 2021 clinical study found that moringa seed extract helped improve testosterone levels in men with mild hormone imbalances. One retired Army officer, age 66, said it best, "I didn't feel 30 again, but I felt 10 years younger enough to wake up with purpose." He started with 1 seed in the morning, paired it with weight-bearing exercise, and kept his meals protein-rich. That's the formula. You can't expect a seed to carry all the work. But as a partner, it delivers. If you're feeling less like yourself, lately tired, irritable, disconnected, don't hide it. Start small. Rebuild, and let your body find its rhythm again, with a little help from Moringa. The transition women go through after 45 isn't just physical, it's emotionally. It's hormonal and often deeply personal. Mood swings, hot flashes, night sweats, irregular cycles, or even just a lingering sense of unease become familiar, unwelcome guests. It's not all in your head. It's the body adapting, recalibrating, and searching for balance. And while many women are told to tough it out or are handed a prescription, few are told about the natural ways to support this sacred, often misunderstood journey. Moringa seeds may be tiny, but they're rich in compounds that help restore calm and balance. Cytokinins that assist cell renewal, zinc that supports reproductive hormone, balance magnesium to soothe the nervous system, and vitamin E to protect delicate hormonal tissues. One study from 2023 showed that women who consumed moringa seed powder for just 3 months experienced reduced mood swings, less cramping, and fewer instances of hot flashes. Real women, real relief. Take, for example, Noreen, a 58-year-old retired teacher who used to wake up drenched in sweat multiple times a night. She started with 1 crushed seed in her morning smoothie, and within weeks, she noticed her nights were calmer, her mood more stable. She wasn't cured. She was supported. If you're going through perimenopause or menopause, here's something to try. 1 seed a day, preferably after a main meal. Let your body guide the rest. Don't expect overnight change, but do expect a soft shift, a quiet kind of strength returning. You don't need to suffer in silence. You need support. And nature, when used wisely and consistently, is one of the greatest supporters a woman can have during this profound phase of life. When you reach a certain age, your body speaks more clearly. You notice every ache, every sneeze, every lingering cough. And in a world full of toxins, viruses, and unpredictable illnesses, you don't just want to feel strong, you need to be strong. Your immune system is your lifelong bodyguard, but like anything else, it needs reinforcement. especially after 50. That's where moringa seeds become a daily defense. Not because they're trendy, but because they're biologically effective. Packed with vitamin C, vitamin A, iron, and natural antimicrobials. Moringa seeds help the body produce more white blood cells and strengthen its response to threats. Imagine them as tiny generals, quietly coordinating your internal defenses, so they respond quickly and effectively when illness strikes. There's a reason communities around the world have used these seeds during seasonal changes. For cold prevention and even post-illness recovery. Take Zahid, a 75-year-old grandfather of 4, who used to catch every flu his grandchildren brought home. After incorporating moringa into his breakfast, just 2 seeds mixed into porridge, he noticed something. Winter passed, and he didn't fall sick once. Coincidence? Maybe, but when science and tradition agree, we listen. If you feel your immunity isn't what it used to be, if every bug knocks you down for weeks, try this. 1 seed a day, every day, before cold season starts. Your immune system deserves allies. Moringa seeds might just be the most powerful ally nature offers in one of the smallest packages. This is a sensitive topic, and we will treat it with the seriousness it deserves. Moringa seeds are not a cure. Let's be clear. They are not a replacement for chemotherapy or medical treatment. But emerging science suggests that certain compounds in moringa seeds, specifically isothiocyanates, moringin, and flavonoids may help protect healthy cells and even slow the growth of some cancer cells. How these compounds may trigger apoptosis, the natural death of unhealthy cells, a process that's often disrupted in cancer. Moringa seed extract was shown to kill colon cancer cells without damaging healthy ones. Another study in 2017 revealed that moringa slowed the spread of breast cancer cells in a controlled environment. Now, does this mean moringa will stop cancer? No, but it might help the body defend itself. Think of it as armor, not a sword. Especially as you age, cellular damage increases. The more antioxidants you give your body, the better its chances to protect DNA, fight oxidative stress, and maintain a strong defense against abnormal cell growth. If you've had a history of cancer in your family or are concerned about prevention, here's a simple habit. Drink moringa tea 2 to 3 times a week, made from crushed seeds. It's gentle, supportive, and may offer the kind of protection that takes years to fully appreciate. But again, consult your doctor. Always. You deserve truth, not hype. And the truth is, moringa may be one part of a larger long-term strategy to support cellular health, especially for those committed to prevention. You've heard all the benefits, you're ready to try it, but then you wonder, how much do I take? How often? Can it cause any harm? Let's clear that up right now. Moringa seeds are powerful, and like anything powerful, they must be used with respect. Start small, always. For most people aged 45 to 90, begin with just 1 seed per day, taken after a meal. Chew it slowly or crush and mix it into food. Never take on an empty stomach. Why? Because their potency can cause stomach upset or nausea if overused. Let your body adjust. After a week, if all feels good, increase 2 to seeds per day, 1 after breakfast, 1 after lunch. Don't go beyond 3 seeds a day unless advised by a health professional. Also, be cautious if you're taking blood thinners, thyroid medication, or immunosuppressants. Always speak with your doctor first. Pregnant women should avoid moringa seeds entirely due to uterine stimulation risks. Please, don't buy from unverified sellers. Choose organic, cold-pressed, pesticide-free seeds. Your health is worth that much. Treat moringa as you would a strong spice, not a snack. It's meant to supplement your diet, not dominate it. Done right, moringa becomes a quiet, trusted ally. But done recklessly, it can cause discomfort. We're not here for discomfort, we're here for restoration. This isn't about jumping on a bandwagon or following a viral challenge. This is about looking at your life, your mornings, your aches, your dreams for the years ahead and asking, what can I do today that my body will thank me for tomorrow? Moringa seeds are not a miracle. They are a ritual, a daily nod to your body that says, I care. Just as our ancestors had their morning prayers, evening walks, herbal teas, and quiet routines, you can create yours. One seed after breakfast, a walk in the sun, water before bed. These little acts, repeated, become healing. They become longevity. A man in his 80s once said, "I don't take medicine. I take responsibility." That's what this video is about, not waiting for sickness to strike, but taking gentle daily steps to nourish the body, protect the heart, support the mind, and celebrate life. If you've watched until now, thank you. It means you care. It means you're ready. So, tomorrow morning when you see the sun peek through your window, reach for that tiny seed. Chew slowly, smile deeply, and begin a new chapter where you don't chase health, you live it, one Moringa seed at a time.